Welcome to Doug Does Stuff. I'm Doug, and today we're going to talk about 3D printing and how to purify the air coming off your enclosed 3D printer. This is a follow-up video to my last one that is releasing at the same exact time. So if you haven't seen that one, go watch that one. And as always, our disclaimer up front at the start of the video. Today's video is a collaboration with Mintion, who supplied their 3D printer air filtration unit for the purpose of, well, this video. Okay, with the disclaimer out of the way, let's get into this. Today, we're going to be looking at my Anycubic Kobra S1 and the Mintion together, and what is it for and what does it do? Well, when you're printing, especially ASA, ABS, you're giving off high-level VOCs as well as ultrafine particles, and you want to scrub the air of those for your own health. When I was printing these benchies out of ABS in my last video, it made me really sick, and it really made me think that even with these activated carbon filters in the printers, it doesn't necessarily do the best job. So that's where the Mintion comes in. Now, when you get your Mintion, it comes just like this, already pre-assembled. It comes with their adapter already on there. And really, that's the only problem I've had so far. And it's because they taped this on. And in order to use it with my Kobra S1, I needed a different adapter. So I had to cut the tape, and I ended up breaking their adapter. Unfortunate. It is what it is. If you go on their website, you can see they have a bunch of different adapters for a lot of different printers that you can print off. My adapter for the Kobra S1 will be on there, and I'll show it to you here in a minute. All right, as we pop open the Mintion here, you're going to see that it comes with 3 filters. The first one being a cotton filter, second being your HEPA filter, and then the last one being your activated carbon filter. And it's got its own fan in the bottom. Put this all back together, and voila, there we go. Put our top back on. All right, the other part of the puzzle here is it comes with its own throttle, power knob, and the power knob has different settings on it out of the gate so that you can dial in the amount of filtration you want and not affect the internal temperature of the printer if you're doing something like ABS. Okay, so that's a quick overview of what it is. Let's get to the back of the printer and let me show you what we're doing. All right, let's make this a little bit easier and raise up our desk here so that we're at more of a standing height. Desk is awesome. If you're looking for one, honestly, I would recommend this. All right, so now a little up close for you here. We're going to get this on the back. So in order to get this on the back of our printer, let me get this out of my way. I've developed 2 different adapter pieces for the fan, and this is where the fan outputs. This one has 8 magnets in it, has some centering pins or lines on it, and it has 8, like I said, 8 magnets that you print it, it stops in the middle, or almost at the top here. You put in the magnets and you finish the print. That sits right on there. The other version I have is this one, which also has a screw that goes into the poop chute. So you take out your poop chute screw, you put that in there, and it just lines up. And the reason that is there is, bring this over. On here, I have a straight adapter. I've also made a 90-degree adapter. They just snap in there like that. If you're going to have your unit close by, it just magnetizes in. But if you need to like pull it away or move it, it's going to fall off. And that's where the other one comes in. But I'm going to stick with this one here. That goes there like that. And you can see it's pretty sleek. And, you know, as long as you hold it while you move it. See? Poop chute one. There we go. Works good. I like to give it a little straighter of an angle coming off as you just get better airflow. Next, let's try hooking this thing up so you can see. Now here on the Mintion, they give you a throttle control, or power control rather, and it's for the fan. Yeah, you can set the fan settings for the air filtration in the slicer if you want to, and it's not necessarily a bad idea. But here, you're controlling this. If you do it in the slicer, it's only going to push air this way. This is going to pull it through. So you definitely want to have this running whenever you have this connected. And what's good about this is they've already labeled some settings on here for you for PLA, ABS, PETG, ASA, so that you have a starting place. Now, it does take, you got to tune it. You don't want to suck out all of the heat and mess up your prints. So it's going to be a fine balance. And yeah, you're going to have to work at it. So all you do is when you're ready, you put on your glasses so you can see what you're doing. And I'm going to put this on printing ABS. So you can hear it. If I go up to PLA PETG, it's really sucking out those ultrafine particles. It's not the quietest thing in the world. And then when you finish your print, okay, you put this all the way up to finished print, and it's going to suck everything out and not let it leak out. So here we go, 100%. It's actually not that much louder. But yeah, turn it down, and you can turn this all the way down to just like that. So that's the setup. Let's turn this back around and see if we can get some smoke in there and see if it actually sucks it out. All right, so we have our smoke pen here. We're gonna light this thing up. All right, so I got my smoke pen going in there. I got tons of smoke going. We're gonna let that go a little bit longer because I don't really want to burn up my Kobra S1. Now, with that on, let's turn this first to ABS and ASA. Fan kicked on. You can see the smoke in the back. You can see it clearing the chamber. This is great. Look at that smoke as maybe your VOCs or your UFPs. You get to the end of the print, you turn it to high, and it cleared the entire chamber like that. That's pretty wild. Turn that off. Listen, I got all the lights out so you can see this stuff. I hope you can see me. That right there is pretty wild. I've got the smoke pen going, which I should check on here in a second. Let it fill up. You turn on the air filter and it sucks it right out. All right, let's get a little more smoke. Let's make this really, really smoky here. Hey, if I set off the fire alarms, don't worry. All right. We're going to give that, I don't know, maybe a minute to fill the chamber, and we're going to watch it again. All right, so here's the thing, right? So you do an entire print, you don't want to use the Mintion, that's fine, your enclosure is right there. But at the very end, you don't want to open up your door and catch a face full of VOCs and UFPs. So what you can do is, when it's all done, just turn the air purifier to max and watch what happens and how fast it's going to clear the air. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, max power. So you let that run for, I don't know, 30 seconds. I was a little faster, and you'll clear it all out. That's pretty cool. Let's try it with the system or the printer's activated carbon filter in it and see what happens. Whew. It looks, oh yeah, I've got smoke lingering at the top of my printer. That would be all your VOCs. It's actually kind of wild. Oh, look at that. And I can see it. I got to get a video of this for my other one. There is smoke, and you probably can't see it, coming out of the top of this, just kind of starting to seep out of different holes in the printer, because these enclosed printers are not airtight. And because of that, you're letting all of that VOC and stuff get into the air. All right, so let's clear it out with their activated charcoal, activated carbon. Alrighty, let's go turn this off. Okay, so that was pretty interesting. Using the smoke pen, we could see how, if we were printing, maybe where all the VOCs and the UFPs would land. What was really cool, and I gotta try and video this, is there was smoke leaking out of all of my panel gaps until I turned on the air purifier and everything got sucked through. The other thing that did work, and I didn't think it was going to, was leaving the printer's activated carbon filter in there for just, I guess, another layer of filtration. It pulled it through that very easily and into our unit here. Now, what's going to be interesting is, what I don't like about the smoke pen is it left a little bit of a residue inside my printer now that I have to clean it, but I can, why would I do that? It smelled horrible. So did that. And you can see on there, that smoke pen gives off like a white dust. It made it into maybe that's not what it is. But you can see that doesn't smell. This smelled and that smelled. That doesn't smell at all. This smells pretty bad. This smells really bad. So I know that this was pulling it out of my printer, making it safer to breathe down here, which is ultimately the goal. So very cool. Again, I want to say thank you to Mintion. I really appreciate them sending this over. Listen, if you're going to be printing in your house, in your basement, it's so funny. You really need to do something to protect yourself. And this is a single unit. I think I'm going to pick up another one for myself for when I get an enclosure for my Kobra X and my other printer. So really cool. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. If you found value in this, I appreciate it. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Do you do anything for air filtration on your own? I'd be interested. And other than that, remember, go out there and do good things.